Hi, and welcome to Salento with Love. I'm Davide Mengoli, and another great episode of Palazzo Angelini. Amazing how these things is gently coming together and we see the transformation. I am sure that you're going to enjoy this episode of Palazzo Angelini, so I'll see you at the end. Thank you for watching my videos, but if you haven't become a subscriber yet, press the subscribe button, leave a comment. We always appreciate your comments. Thank you. It's nice to see the progress. Look at this amazing. I know that you're seeing a little lines because of the LED strip, but look at the choice here of leaving just up part of the shape with this patina exposed. Absolutely amazing. It's beautiful. The new plaster here has been sealed. The working outside, really, and the work here outside. I mean, do you remember what this was like? Very often we forget very quickly through the process of transformation how the transformation is really happening. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. This is real copper. Yes, real copper wading. You see the little stud has been putting up there in copper, sticking out. And then it will have one of those triangle collectors in copper, and then a copper pipe with the copper clips. It's beautiful copper because it tarnishes, so after a period of months you have that beautiful black patina and nothing else really. I mean, people stop using copper for two reasons. One, because of the cost. It's probably 10 times more than using plastic or other fake type of tins, which they do what they're supposed to do at the end of the day, so don't get me wrong. But if you can and you are working on a building that is so ancient and beautiful, then well, why don't push that little boundary a little more? And that's exactly what's happening here. And the other reason why there's people stopped using copper, especially on the outside, is because was getting stolen because of the high value of copper per kilogram. It was actually getting stolen. For that reason, was causing a lot of frustration. This is all over. I mean, it was happening in England. It was happening in many different places. People that steal metal, even wires. You probably heard that, electrical wires in certain parts of the world because of the cost of copper. So that's the other reason why copper was stopped. But not here, not at Palazzo Angelini. Oh my God, look at this. The back of the building taking an amazing shape. Wow. This part here will remain exposed. It's not finished yet. This needs to be cleaned up, and then all the joints get stitched. and then it gets treated with a water repellent, so you've got that white beautiful finish on the side and this very rustic stone exposed going to the ground. So navigating around the building here. So then we'll have to start the entire area of this facade. Also there we'll have a copper pipe going there and a copper pipe going at the bottom there, and all of these will be rendered and plastered. Absolutely stunning. Buongiorno maestri.
Ciao.
Buongiorno Tonello, Gianni. Oh, are you still there? That means that you are enjoying our videos. Thank you very much for following the channel. Did you know that every Friday we issue a video called Thank God It's Friday, and you can sit if you join our membership. Do that, and I'll see you every Friday. At Palazzo Angelini, things are progressing. Buongiorno. So scaffolding continues to go up, wrapping around the building, and the outside is really taking shape. Now, sometimes you may like the old looking plaster that is taking maybe 200 years to get to that stage. But the reality is that unless you seal, take off the pieces that are falling apart, seal all the cracks and replaster, you're always going to have a surface that is going to absorb water and moisture. And that water that gets absorbed is always going to be transferred inside the house. So very important to actually go through this process and giving a new life to this building. And in doing so, you are actually adding to the quality of living and the comfort that you will be achieving as a result of doing that. In this episode of Palazzo Angelini is also the construction and the creation of these suspended stairs. So the template here, it's been marked on the wall, and today we are cutting it, and then we'll remove the plaster because a whole body in metal will be fitted into the wall, anchored into the wall, wrapping around the wall, holding this incredible large set of steps coming all the way down, suspended in midair, or at least that's the impression they're going to give, that they are suspended. So in order to do that, really, everything needs to be fitted and then plastered over, so you don't see the frame that is actually embedded into the wall. My Superman is actually up on the scaffold, Alberto, and I think we're putting two very large pieces of stone up there. In fact, I want to go up and see what they're doing from up there. This is extremely exciting. Those are two big columns that are inside the garden, almost built to support. Actually, I think they were built to support the structure, probably done at a later stage. So they're two gigantic pillars, and right on the top of the pillars they had this small stones, almost puzzled all the way around, because obviously probably is what they had in them days. But we've removed all of those. We've transformed those two pillars, and also now we are putting two massive pieces of pietra di Cesa on the top. Wherever I look, there's somebody working. Buongiorno Daniele.
No.
Buongiorno Gigi.
Ciao Davide.
Ah,
Antonello, non
porca miseria.
Capito stavo? Da una parte all'altra.
So these are the two top of the pillars, and rather than having small pieces, you have two big pieces of stone, and this will match once everything is painted exactly how it's happening here. It looks so beautiful. Everything will match that thickness, including those. I'm sure you have enjoyed this incredible episode full of so many things. It's amazing to see how a property can really be transformed and can be brought into the 21st century. And it's happening with the hands and the skills of a lot of incredible craftsmen. Well, until the next episode, make sure you do the most important thing, which is stay safe wherever you are.